Welcome to another episode of Around the 412. We are part of the Pod Hub Network. I'm Tyler, and with me as always are Smitty and Herb. Happy birthday, Smitty.
Thank you. Thank you.
I told you at like 12:04 a.m., but I figured
And when I got in your car.
Yeah.
And now.
I was very upset you didn't reply to me on stream. Because I sent you the text, and then you just kept streaming.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't say anything.
Well, yeah, I went to the bathroom right around midnight. Came back and already had 5 texts, and Jamal was one of them. But my mom and sister already texted me, and Jamal said, wanted to be the first person to tell you. I was like, well, got some bad news for
Shame.
you. And Ryan, actually, too.
Shame.
But anyway, yeah, so if you were tuned into the stream at all, you know what I'm about to say. But if not, you can look at our Twitter. Made a couple of announcements yesterday. The one is kind of wait and see. We know it's happening just as far as the date, wait and see. But first things first, this fall, going to launch the Around the 412 Fantasy Football Podcast with Donnie Druin. So Donnie's now technically a member of Around the 412.
No, it is 4.
He has it in his bio now, so it's official.
It's Facebook official.
Yeah. So him and I have a lot of things to plan out, but yeah, it's definitely happening. Him and I have been talking about doing something for a long time. So, and the other thing is, it happened. I gotta thank everybody on here because I legitimately feel like everybody's spamming his name. He saw it. But Quinn Priester's coming on the show. He is kind of busy obviously right now. He came here, signed his contract. Told me yesterday he was going to Bradenton, so we would link up later on in the week. So, but he's definitely gonna come on the show. He's definitely gonna trust the Bucking Process shirt, which he said he loved. And like I said yesterday, when you sent me that little quote, I don't know where it came from.
Yeah, I can't remember who said it.
But when he was
put it out.
introduced or whatever, he said he loves to talk.
Yeah.
So I figured we were gonna be able to make something work. So that makes 3 straight first-round picks that are gonna come on here.
Wild.
And yeah, I mean, no matter how big or small our little Around the 412 community is, I really do appreciate how supportive everybody is. I mean, you see people just tagging him, and anytime that we are hey, we want to try to make something happen, a ton of people come and they're tagging him, and like I said, I think that made a difference on Instagram and Twitter. Just
No matter how annoying it is.
Continuously adding him until he sees it. So
Didn't work on Devin Bush, though.
yeah, because he's already... it's different in the MLB than the NFL. He's already just boom. As soon as he's
got
drafted and signed,
He's already got clout.
As soon as he's drafted and signed, don't
Yes.
talk to anybody.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
Hey, I mean, technically we're not supposed to talk to anybody.
Technically.
well, how about
Also, Josh Bell's batting.
this wasn't this I honestly wasn't even going to bring this up, but how about Justin Lane yesterday?
So what
hanging
happened?
up on Mark Matt. So I actually want to go and listen because Mark Matt always puts out the podcast or whatever.
So he's a podcast, huh?
Yeah.
Ah.
Of his.
Well, so does every radio show.
Yeah,
Oh.
so people can go back because that's actually funny. Cause I brought
Mikey
that
and
up.
Big Bob have it's the Freak Show podcast, but
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's basically just their show.
They will
Minus
cut
the
some
music.
stuff out and stuff, which is why
Yeah.
people were asking if he was going to cut that out of the podcast.
No.
Justin Lane thing.
Mark Madden would love to have that still there.
Yeah, it's just I don't know what happened. I would love to go back and listen, but Justin said that it was bad reception. He couldn't hear him, so it was 3 minutes went by, and he was like, "Listen, man, I can't hear you," and just hung up. But
And of course, Mark Madden goes,
yeah, I mean, who's to say that wasn't the case? I mean, it's kind of for Mark to just assume that he just hung up for no reason.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were talking about or anything, so
I don't either.
maybe Mark was trying to pry a little too deeply on something.
Maybe. Who knows? He does do that a lot.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, so those 2 things are what the announcements were that we had right at midnight last night. I'll tell you what, man, this morning was rough.
This morning?
Yeah.
Oh, because you were drinking?
You said what time we were recording? I'm like, didn't I tell you last night, 12:30?
You yeah, no, you did, and he even said I'm
Yeah,
assuming
I said 12:30.
Yeah.
He texted me separately. He's like, "What time are we going?" 12:30.
yeah.
And then,
I
no,
knew
you-
that you said 12. I just wanted
Yeah.
to make sure.
And then you asked me separately before you texted our group chat,
Mhm.
when are you picking me up? And I said 11:30.
I've done that.
And then you texted the group chat, so beef and beans, when are you going to be here? And I was like 11:30. That's what I
It's
said.
funny. It's funny because
Thank you, Ryan.
I've done that before where I've accidentally texted the group chat instead of you, and this time I texted you instead of the group chat. I just saw your name and hit it as opposed to.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So jump right into it now.
That was loud.
The Raiders are going to be on Hard Knocks.
Yes,
which is
and
what
I
people
love
have
it.
been asking for.
Finally.
Yeah, I mean, like if you look at the other candidates, like who else is it going to be?
Didn't someone
was-
say the Redskins?
Yeah, and it was funny because
Yeah.
that's John Gruden's brother's team,
Yeah.
and he said if they don't pick my brother, they're an idiot.
Yeah. It's going to be great. Otherwise, like if you picked on another team, it just wouldn't be as good.
He actually
It'd be
said-
disappointing.
Jay Gruden said we can be on it next year, and they were like, well, if you make the playoffs, then you wouldn't be on it. And he's like, if we don't
You're
make the
if I
playoffs,
pick-
I'm not going to be here.
Yeah.
So
So does it have to be a team that didn't make the playoffs?
you can't have made the playoffs in the past 3 years, and you can't have a first-year head coach.
Wait, didn't the Raiders make
Wait.
the playoffs 3 years ago?
So they didn't make it in. They made it in
Made in 2016.
16.
Yeah.
Okay, huh? I swear it
There's
was 3
actual
years, maybe it's-
criteria.
Because that was the year
Yeah.
that what's his car broke his
Right? Yeah. I mean, he was
Broke
like an
his
MVP
body.
candidate
Yeah.
until that point.
Yeah.
Also, thanks, Platt, for reminding
But
me.
was that
He was
the
playing AHL last night?
was that like the 15-16 season, and then like
I thought it was the 16-17 season.
I have no idea.
no, because 16-17 would have been when we.
I don't know.
17-18 we lost to the Jags.
16-17 did we lose at home to the Ravens?
So we started this.
Or no, that was the This is great
Okay,
content.
I'm going to settle this
Yeah.
right now. August 2017 is when we started this, right?
Yeah.
That's when I said Derek Carr would be Big Ben's successor. That was before he sucked.
Okay.
But that would have been before that.
Let me
season,
just look at
obviously.
his
That was
let,
like,
let me just
Yeah.
look at his stats.
That's what
Yeah.
I mean.
by
Yeah.
season.
I think he got hurt the season prior.
So if that's the case, then I guess it's 2 years. I know it's just not like 1 year for the playoffs
Can't
part,
be a fluke.
and I know it's not a first. And I know a first-year head coach eliminates you from being on it.
When are the Steelers gonna be on? The Steelers.
I don't know.
2016 he was he went 12-3.
Okay.
So, yeah. The next year he was 6-9. Nice.
Nice.
He did that on purpose. But anyway, yeah. I mean, that was
It
the.
doesn't really matter.
This is
I
the
was just-
obvious choice for Hard Knocks. With AB there, with Gruden there, Rich
Perfect.
Incognito there now, Perfect there. Yeah, there's a lot of personalities there.
Lynch, if he comes back.
Yeah,
Could you imagine?
true.
I hope so now.
Also,
Just for the sake of Hard
wow.
Knocks.
I mean, I don't even care if they cut him after Hard Knocks. Just
Yeah,
be on the show.
Just have him there for that.
Yeah. Dude, I want to say it because it just happened. MLB umpires have been an all-time worst this season. They can't even get strikes right.
Yeah, I
Josh
don't.
Bell just struck out on a ball about 4 or 5 inches out of the zone.
So yeah, it's hard for me to watch. Every once in a while, I'll try to look into this picture, and see the image, and everything's also reversed on there. So
Yeah.
Josh Bell looks like he's batting from the right
Righty,
side.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I honestly have been thinking the same thing. I don't know if it's like just me or if it's just because of the Pirates.
No, it's
But-
in general.
Yeah.
They are atrocious. Big words.
Get a computer.
They
Yes.
got the robo umps breathing down their neck,
They do.
which they should be better because of that.
Yeah, no, they feel it. And they can't step up.
But anyway, yeah, they are bad. But we have actually the most talked about in baseball. So, but for now, the Bears kicking woes continue. I don't know if you saw their latest
Bears.
thing.
Yes.
They had like a bunch of Bears, like greats and alumni and stuff there for something, right?
Mhm.
And they had their 3 kickers. They had 3 kickers on the roster.
Yeah.
They now have 2 because Chris Blewett was cut. But they had 3.
You hate to see
They
it.
all missed a 40-yard field goal. They so Blewett was cut. They have 2 kickers on there right now. One of which they made they gave up a draft pick to get, and somebody was still saying that they don't think that they're starting kickers on the roster right now.
I don't doubt it.
They'll probably wait until after. Like there are teams that are probably carrying 2 decent kickers right now.
Do the kickers
And then-
have coaches?
I mean,
Special teams.
you have a special
coach.
teams coach,
like-
but
That special team coach
Yeah, you don't
should
really
probably
kick-
be fired.
You don't have like a kicking specialist. I don't think the Bears might have to get one.
well, I mean,
Sean Schweizem.
Steelers had Sean Sweezum for
Yeah,
Boswell.
yeah.
That only kind of helped.
I want to know like
Josh Scobie.
I mean,
So, like-
I will take a contract, Chicago Bears.
that's what's, like
I
how
think
much do you
Beefy
think
can
that you
kick.
made? Like how much do you think Sean Sweezum made from the Steelers
I don't know.
just for his role?
not even going to guess.
I mean, did they even play him? Be like, hey, can you do us a favor?
They even play him.
Pay him.
I know.
Yeah, I don't because like they do have
Last
interns.
time they played him, he tore his ACL.
Like
Well,
you see,
sad.
like Will Gay and David Johnson both got hired as interns.
Mhm.
So like, yeah, they're kind of just getting their foot in on the trip. Maybe it was kind
Oh,
of the same
yeah,
thing.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a contract, Chicago. In
David
high school, I probably had
You'd
to
probably end
practice.
up being the kicker.
In high school, I could kick a 50-yard field goal.
All I'm
so,
going to say is Pat McAfee drilled a 70-yard field goal with like 10-mile-an-hour winds.
yeah, I can't do that, but I can make a 50. So,
Word to Joey Julius from Penn State.
Oh, no. Joe Musgrove just hit another person.
Nice.
I hated him, by the way.
Who?
Joey Julius. Yeah. I hated him, and it's not because he was fat. I'm fat, too. I hated him because on kickoffs, he would love to go down and try to just, like, blindside someone.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
But if anyone hit him, he was a little bitch about it.
Yeah.
I hated him for it.
That's fair.
But
Yeah,
then it turned out he had an eating disorder, and I felt bad.
He got
but
clocked.
Oh, yeah, he did get
in the pit
he
game.
got fucked up.
What? Well, maybe in the pit game too, but I think it was either against Ohio State or Maryland.
Okay.
One of them clocked him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I like. It felt good watching that.
Yes.
I just didn't like
How the
him.
hell did we end up talking about Joey Julius? Oh,
Yeah.
you kicking for the Bears.
Yeah.
Jalen Ramsey and the Jags are not going to come to an agreement on an extension this year.
Is his deal up after this year?
I believe he's on the fifth year option next year.
Okay.
So, I mean, he wants a new deal. Obviously, he wants to get paid. The Jaguars have no reason not to pay him. I mean, he's one of the top 3.
Financial
Like-
flexibility.
And he's obviously like still young enough. Like you're building your defense around him. Like
Mhm.
you've already lost Telvin Smith for God knows what. You got this guy there. I don't get what the Jaguars are waiting for. Why would you want to upset this dude? And I know it seems like him and Tom Coughlin don't really get along, and Tom Coughlin's kind of running the show there.
Yeah.
With Ramsey kind of wanting to do his own thing when things are voluntary.
Mm-hmm.
And then he shows up, when it's mandatory, obviously. But when it's voluntary, he likes to kind of just, do his own regiment and stuff, and that's fine. But Tom Coughlin doesn't seem to agree with that.
No.
So,
Very old school.
yeah. But curious as to how that's to play out. And also sitting out right now, Jadeveon Clowney. He is franchise tagged, but he hasn't signed it yet, obviously. He wants a new deal, and he's staying away from the Texans right now.
Okay.
Future Patriot.
Yeah.
Stop.
I was so mad. They said that. I remember when
Oh, that's right.
it was the Pylon to Pylon when they were doing their
Yeah.
mock draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, a trade. Which, man, I feel like with J.J. Watt's obviously still a productive player, but his time is coming sooner rather than later. Like you got to keep Clowney on the other edge.
Yeah.
But things seem to be going south there as well. Okay, anyway, so the Pirates, they haven't won since I mean, I know we've had a short week here.
Hey.
Yeah.
Quick turnaround. We've had a quick turnaround with the podcast coming Saturday and now Thursday. But, yeah, they haven't won since we were last on here.
No, and we forgot to talk about things, too, last Saturday.
And they're doing it a different way each night.
It's incredible.
They're finding new ways to lose.
Nothing can go right.
Like yesterday, and I'm by no means saying Mitch Keller pitched well. I mean,
No.
he literally was just throwing fastball after fastball after fastball. But they had like 3 broken bat hits. The pitcher had a 2-run single. Like, things just were not going right. And that's been a theme for the entire season as well.
Yeah.
Like, once again, they're not playing well, but they're also very unlucky. It's a combination of both things. I mean, if they would have had some luck last night, they at least scrape out one win in this series.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. It's, like I said, nothing at all can go right.
Jordan Lyles won on the IL.
Yep.
Since we last talked, but Williams sounds like he's close. Is it today that he's making the rehab start in Indy?
Yes.
Okay.
Who's the other one? Somebody else is starting their rehab soon.
A pitcher?
I think so.
Oh, Chris Stratton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buck Kella.
I haven't heard anything about him.
I want to say
Like
somebody.
I said, didn't I say last week I forgot he was on our team?
Yes.
It's weird because I saw that he was coming back, so I was just like, oh, he's not going to do any rehab. He's just joining the Pirates. But he was joining the Pirates because he was completely shut down from baseball activity. So he was just like coming to be with the team.
Okay.
Yeah, like he wasn't with.
Wait, didn't they send him to Bradenton?
They may have now, like when Chad Kuhl went, Santana, Tyon, he might have went with them.
I think he may have.
But I'm saying, like, originally it was like Kella's back with the Pirates, and I saw like Jason Mackey and people who cover the team saying that, and I'm thinking like he's just rejoining the team.
Well,
Meanwhile, he's doing absolutely nothing.
uh-huh.
I just want to say Musgrove just struck out Donaldson,
Poetic.
and he gave him a little. I wouldn't say stare down, but he gave him a little extra look looking at home base.
I was very surprised when Donaldson hit the homer off Archer. He just he didn't look in the Pirates dugout at all. Like I was expecting when he got the third to just like look and find Musgrove. Kind of just rounded the bases. That was, I mean, I kind of want to talk about that too. I didn't have that coming up yet, but
before we talk about that, I do want to say something about Musgrove. Is he the first pitcher to start 2 games in a 3-game series?
4-game series.
Oh, is it 4?
Isn't
Okay,
it 4?
I was say, what day was it that he?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was Monday, right?
Yeah, it was Monday, and then Archer Tuesday, Keller
Yeah.
Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then him or Musgrove Thursday as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure on that. But
That'd be
anyway,
interesting.
so yeah, I guess we can go there right now. The whole Donaldson Musgrove incident, and it's like, obviously, when I don't agree with what Donaldson did, but that I would have been perfectly fine if neither one was ejected.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think that there was anything there to eject somebody. If you're going to eject somebody, I mean, Donaldson pushed Diaz. But I would have been completely fine if he
Dude,
wasn't ejected.
You heard the
either.
reasoning, right?
That he took his cap and hat or
That
glove
he was
off.
ready to fight.
Yeah.
Yes, because if another grown man runs at
Someone
me like he
came-
wants to fight, I'm not going to protect myself.
I'll
Sure.
say someone was walking off of the first base line towards me.
And shoving people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, that umpire's a dunce, dude.
Yeah, and obviously, like, the MLB didn't agree because he didn't get a suspension. Like, Donaldson got the 1 game. Musgrove got nothing.
Yeah.
So,
The umpire should have got suspended.
I mean, thank God. Good on them. If I would have seen Musgrove was suspended,
I don't know.
I wouldn't have been surprised, but I would have been very upset about it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's cool to see him just with a quick turnaround.
He did just stare
See,
him down for like
he,
a couple
he
seconds.
gave him a little second.
Yeah, I'm trying to look in this
an
picture
extra
here.
second.
But what I'm trying to think of how I want to word this.
I'm very intrigued how you're going to word this.
No, what do you think it is? Like, what do you think was going through the umpire's mind when he decides to make the ejection there,
I'm
or
scared.
the ejections?
I'm scared.
I don't know what was going through his mind.
Okay, no. You know what it is? Because I go by the logic of if you don't police the game when shit starts happening, it's just going to get worse.
Did you see what happened with the Cubs and Rockies last night?
No,
There was
meant
like
to.
4 hit by pitches. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was probably him just being like, I'm taking control of this game. and
Yeah,
making
I
sure
mean, I
nothing
think there's a
happens.
difference between like policing the game and then just
Being
immediately
an
throwing
outrageous
people
That's
out.
what I say.
dictator,
So
yeah.
issue a warning.
Exactly.
I mean, but I don't think there's obviously no intent to me.
no.
And like it just grazed his jersey. It
Yeah.
wasn't like an egregious hit by
No.
pitch.
And Donaldson notoriously crowds the plate.
Yeah.
That one he wasn't too close, but he was still close enough where he could just got out of the way instead, just like, you know?
Yeah, and he seems like a very heat of the moment guy. Like I feel like
He-
there's probably. I mean, I know Musgrove just looked at him again, but like I feel like they'll move past this pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I can't believe that he was ejected.
I couldn't tell you why.
And like Tyon said on Twitter, like you're taking the guy's start away. You're
Messing
Alex
with the
McRae.
bullpen.
Alex McRae was then the guy that loses his MLB job for the time being because of it.
I mean, he was going to lose it anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, but not the the very next day he gets
Yeah.
sent down.
Yeah. And then
Think-
everybody freaking out because they called up Durapa, whatever his name is, instead
Well-
of Keller. It's like, duh.
Yeah, and then Keller came right back
Yeah.
the next day.
Logic.
And well, Dovidas
That's
came
right,
up as well. Yeah.
Ugh.
That's what I say a lot about the Pirates right now.
Yeah, I mean that bullpen is just so
Nothing
bad.
is going right. Nothing.
Like Clay Holmes has what the 4th lowest ERA in the bullpen.
Yeah.
Like, see, but in Crick, who Austin Riley apparently owns, you have Vasquez, Crick, and Liriano, who you feel like you can rely on,
Liriano got.
and that's even Liriano like the last couple outings.
Yeah.
So
You know why? He's old. And we also brought up the fact he's good on the show. Smitty.
yeah,
You
I
hate to
just-
see it.
something's got to give.
Yeah, luck. Luck and
You gotta
injuries.
the team.
Their bodies.
Like, I'm just ready to. I was talking about this with Tyler last night. I could get more behind a rebuild than watching this right now.
So can I. And I was actually going to say that. And
Why?
whether people disagree or not, I think they should just start tanking.
Why?
Why be wishy-washy?
Well, no, there's a difference between tanking and rebuilding, because why would you rebuild when half of your team is hurt?
Yeah, but they weren't last year, and they were still mediocre.
Well, yeah.
And they weren't the year
That's just-
before.
But if
and they were
no one was
mediocre.
hurt this season, I guarantee you they're at least over 500.
Yeah, I feel the same way, but I don't really care about being over. I would just rather tear it down completely and try to get back to where you were in 2013 to 15, as opposed to trying to luck yourself into 90 wins, like they're trying to do.
Like, if you for this team right now, if you're not on the roster next year, trade you.
Oh,
And then
absolutely.
I would have
look at-
already-
and then look at
so-
everybody else.
So they're trying to trade Dickerson. They're more open to trading him, but they're getting offers on Melky. If you're getting offers on Melky, why is he still here?
I'm holding on to him for a little bit longer. I'm driving up the price on him.
If you're already getting, the article from Ken Rosenthal said considerable amount of offers or interest
But
in Melky Cabrera.
but interest and return are two different things.
If there's multiple teams interested, that to me drives up the price. We're not going to trade you this guy. We got this other team that wants him.
Probably.
I also don't really have much faith in getting a great return on him. I'm just thinking he's a free agent, so whatever we get, regardless.
Yeah, trade him to a contender.
Dickerson?
Go give up something.
Dickerson, then you let him get some at bats and you trade him.
Look at what we got for Tony Watson.
Yeah.
Not good Tony Watson either.
No, I feel like Cruz was kind of buried in the Dodgers system, but
Oh, absolutely.
yeah. But where was I? Anyway, if I'm basically listening on anybody that's not.
I'm listening on anyone that's not Josh Bell or Marte.
Even
I was just saying-
lowest point Polanco.
I'm thinking like Brian Reynolds. Why would you listen on him? He just came up.
Well, okay.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like the guys that are literally not even like pre-arb yet.
Yeah.
Like, there's no point in trading them.
That's my thing, because I've had to deal with a lot of trade Polanco this entire season. Makes 0 sense. None.
Yeah, probably not.
None. How many years does he have left on his deal? Horrible asset management if you trade him, because he's, at his lowest point, he's still hurt. I don't care what anyone says. He's not going to be back to full strength until next year. And it, like I said, just does not make sense.
No.
I wouldn't trade him, but I'd still listen. Someone might go over the top.
Oh, well, yeah.
You said you wouldn't listen. I would listen on Bell and Marte.
Yeah.
More specifically Marte. And it has nothing to do with him as a player. I love him as a player. But
Yeah.
he has 2 option years left after this year that are relatively reasonable. Obviously for a
club,
bigger
right?
market. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously for a bigger market, that's absolutely nothing for your starting center fielder. I don't know. And I just feel like, what's the point of him playing? I understand if the Pirates were healthy, they probably are a 500 team at least.
Yeah, at least.
I mean, if you look at how their hitting's been, I mean, we thought the pitching was going to be the strength of this team. All of a sudden, the bats are coming around. You're not getting the pitching.
It's all broken.
But I looked at the division too, and
problem-
I think, what are the chances? Like, they have to be at worst third in the division to get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
I'd say even if you're a 500 team, it doesn't matter. That's not the goal.
So here's the other thing with the rebuild crowd. Everyone in the minors is hurt. Everyone of note is hurt.
Mhm.
You can't do that.
What do you mean you can't do that?
You can't sell the major league to bring up people who are hurt and or definitely should not be here.
I just don't give a shit who plays on the major league roster.
I mean,
right
you
now.
can.
Because I could care less if they win another game on the major
That's
league
why I
roster.
said tank. I don't care.
Okay, so I'm going to put it this way. I give the Pirates 10 years before they're out of Pittsburgh right now. If they do that, I give them 5. Because no one will go to a game. No one will go next year.
Yeah, you're probably right, because it's easier for us to understand that that's the process of how it works. Like, a small market team, you got 3 to 5 years as a window,
Mhm.
and then you got to rebuild back up to that. The problem is the Pirates aren't willing to do that. They're
No.
trying to stay in purgatory.
Yeah.
With, like I said, you have an okay roster that you go into the season with knowing that everything needs to go right for you to get a wild card.
Yeah, no, I
Like
agree.
that's what this roster is built to do. Is let's try to luck into 90 wins.
I'm not gonna say luck into 90 wins because winning 90 games is hard.
No, but
Yeah.
the luck part is staying healthy.
Oh well, yeah.
And the luck part is the division you're in. The other teams aren't as good as they should.
I mean,
be.
look at was it 2016 or 2017? The division was terrible. The
16.
16. The division, like we were.
No. The Cubs won the World Series in 16. It was 17.
Okay,
the
17.
division was terrible.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
17. The division
they
was
were
terrible.
They were the worst league, the worst division in the NL.
Yeah.
Somehow.
We were in
Like,
we were tied in
the
first
Pirates-
place, like going into July.
The Pirates need that to happen, and for them to be as healthy as the pitching staff was last year, and have the offense from this season's offense would be fine probably. Like those things are what would need to happen for this to be a playoff.
I mean, look, before the season, I thought looking at the division, you're a fourth place team. Like
I think I picked them in third.
Yeah, I put the Cardinals
But-
behind them.
I didn't put the Cardinals behind them. I picked Cubs in first. I picked the Brewers. I picked the Brewers to regress back to fourth.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure I went Cardinals, Brewers, Cubs, Pirates.
I'm just upset that it works that you play Mike Moustakas at second base.
I mean, he's not. I mean,
Like
he's a less statue Colin Moran. Makes sense.
it works.
Yeah, put
Works
Will
for-
Craig at second,
Put
or
any-
just bring
put
up Kevin
anyone
Kramer.
anywhere and get the number 1 overall draft pick.
Play with 9 outfielders, like the Yankees are going to do next season.
Call up JB Shuck and have him be one of your major
And
league
the
starters.
worst, that's the worst thing about this is like I'm saying that's what I would rather have them do. I can get more behind the rebuild, but it's just I honestly don't even care. Like I have a hard time even getting excited for baseball right now. Like I only root for, the guys that we have a connection to, and I mean obviously I'm still a Pirate fan. I like going to games, but like I don't know the last time I was actually able to sit down and watch 9 innings.
Let me put it this way: whether they win or lose, I don't care at this point.
Actually, it's funny you say that because Tyler and I were talking about that. It's like 13 to 15. That was what our life was centered around.
Yeah.
It was like no matter what I had going on that day, when the game started, that's what I was doing that until it was over.
Yeah.
Every single game, I made sure that I was able to watch.
I mean, for the most part, I was that way for like 16, 17 too. But last year and then this
Yeah.
year, I've
And that's
I
like I can watch terrible baseball. I did for how long? Like
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I guess I've just changed as like a human. Ever since 2015, I just haven't. Well, I've progressively gotten to the point where I don't let the game affect me. Like it's like I'll watch it. If they win, cool. If they lose, whatever. Sometimes I'll be more frustrated than others, but like I just can't let it affect me. If that makes sense.
Well, no, and I mean at the end of the day, you shouldn't. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously we're a sports podcast. We love sports, but you got to have that separation of life,
Yeah.
and sports
And
because,
entertainment.
Yeah, they don't really mean anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's awesome. Like I'll hold on to the memories of the Pens winning the Cup, Steelers winning
Oh,
the Super Bowls forever.
Yeah. It's
The
cool.
wild card games, but
But we're not the guys on the field. We're not making decisions for the organization. Like, yeah, we talk about it.
sometimes
But
we
even-
should be.
Yeah. even writers for the team. They're doing their job. They're
Mhm.
getting everything they need. It doesn't affect them how they play.
Yeah.
It might affect writing a little bit.
yeah, if
But
I
you
was writing
always
for this
find
team,
something.
man, Nesbitt, you got to let me know how you're doing it right now.
And Nubius.
Yeah.
What? Okay, so at the moment, like one of the obvious bright spot of the season is Josh Bell.
Yeah.
And he currently leads NL first baseman for the starting All-Star position.
That, like we said last night, that's the first time in
Isn't
a long
it by
time.
like 200,000 votes?
Yeah, it's close to 200,000 votes lead.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the first time in a long time a Pirate has led a position, right?
Yeah. Well, infield specifically too. Like I think the last one was Bonilla, right?
Yeah.
And it's the first time since first base since like 62 or something.
I wonder what time as a whole team.
Hmm?
Is he the first Pirate to lead at any position on the field, All-Star vote wise?
I'm sure Kutch did.
I'd say Kutch
I don't think he ever-
2012,
I don't think
maybe.
so. I don't think so because Harper came up that year, and he shot up.
Are you saying outfield as a whole, just one
I'm
at
talking
the top of the outfield?
Field, like every position, like
Yeah.
any player led.
Right.
At
Yeah.
one said
So,
position.
but I'm saying when you're looking at the outfield, you're not saying like 1, 2, 3 are all considered leaders. You're literally just saying number one.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know them.
yeah, I don't think anyone has in a long ass time. Bonilla, which is funny.
Yeah. Word to the Mets.
How long is he getting paid again? 2036, something like that.
Yeah.
2035.
I honestly thought it was coming up, but it's like
No, it's
more than a decade longer than I
we,
thought.
Yeah, we brought that up on the podcast like 2 weeks ago or something like
Yeah,
that.
1.2 million till 2035.
We brought it up, so I wouldn't be surprised if they somehow
Found a
managed
way around it.
to not pay him.
Imagine
He-
enjoying retirement like that.
He voided his contract somehow.
They just decided to give it all to him right now and just not deal with that.
And the MLB was like, sure.
So if this were the Pirates, it would be interesting to see what perception was. Chris Paddock got optioned. The Padres are managing his innings.
Yes.
So he has like just above a 3 ERA.
I think it was
Like
3.22.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
just above 3, and he obviously like he's gonna be very good.
Oh, yeah. Imagine
so
being the Marlins and trading him.
for what? What did they trade him for?
Wasn't it Latos? I thought he was part of that
oh
trade.
man, he might. Sheesh. It would have either had to been him or who was the other? Dang it, who was the starter that Evil Neil really liked? That wasn't that great.
Dish Champagne? Omar Dish or whatever?
No.
Hold on. I'll look it up.
While you're looking it up, fun fact. Neither Kutch or Harper led in 2012 for All-Star voting.
Oh, wow. Who did?
Top 4 outfielders: Matt Kemp, Carlos Beltran, Ryan Braun, Melky Cabrera.
Melky!
Was San Fran? Well, that's how you got popped for PEDs, right?
Yeah, San
Yeah.
Francisco.
Yeah.
Transactions. 2015, drafted by Marlins in 8th round of the 2015 draft, signed June 10th. Traded to Miami Marlins.
Dan
or
Ugla
from Miami
was second
Marlins
base.
to San Diego Padres for Fernando Rodney.
Wow, that's worse.
You know this is
Yeah.
old whenever David Wright was the leading getter at third base.
Oh, what a poor dude.
One of my favorites.
Sucks.
One of my favorite non-Pirates of all time.
Very hard to dislike him.
Absolutely.
Last thing baseball-wise, everybody kind of knows about Big Papi
Yes.
getting shot in the Dominican.
That was not a robbery, by the way. That was...
So, yeah, but I saw an article come out when I was just scrolling through the score, like how I typically do, finding stuff to put on the show. And I saw that it was for, like, less than $8,000. So, apparently it was, like, some type of... but, like, the video that got released...
The video looked like he just came up to him and shot him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was a hit.
Yeah.
Right. So, I don't know where that part came into play, like, where the, attempted robbery was at.
No
But
idea.
that video wasn't it.
No.
Like, the dude just came up behind him and shot him in the back.
Yeah. And he had organ damage, but had successful surgery, was stable, and the Red Sox flew him to Boston.
Yeah, that's cool. It's crazy too, like kind of having a sense of humor.
Yeah.
When he was there, he's like, "Please save me, I'm a good man." Like,
Okay, I don't
He's
want
not
to.
wrong.
I don't want to seem like a dick about this, but
Oh, no.
why live in the Dominican Republic? Like, I get you're from there. It is a shitty
No,
country.
'cause-
Why would you go back?
So I say this. I don't say that. That is too harsh. I
It's
say
not, you go on vacation there. They tell you to not leave the resort.
no. I know, and even now
Like-
people are dying in the resort because there's a serial killer
Yeah.
that
So
works
why
there.
the hell would you live there?
Anyway, I say this somewhat the same thing about Venezuela.
Yeah. Why live there?
I understand.
I wouldn't live there.
I understand you want to fix your country
Mhm.
and you want everything to go well, but if it's that bad, get your family the fuck out and don't go back.
Yeah.
So that's just me.
Well, it's like, I'm speaking like for Big Papi. Like, I get you're from there. You're like the guy
A
there.
god.
Yeah, you're basically a god there. But why would you want to live there again? Because it's not a good country.
Is he living there? Was he just?
I think he lives there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he lives there.
Hmm.
I mean, it wasn't like he was in a bad place either. It was a relatively nice.
And it was a public
very
place.
open. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
And even the
That's
dude
what I'm saying, like,
the
people are-
dude that shot him, like
Dude.
what happened to him?
After?
Wouldn't happen here.
No, the dude, his head was used as a soccer ball.
yeah.
Where was his gun then?
Probably stuck up his ass.
Well, what? Like 2 other people got shot, right?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy. I mean, everywhere there's going to be bad people. Shitty things are going to happen.
I think they arrested a second guy from it.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
Mm.
Probably the guy that mule
Like I
kicked
think
him
it was
in the
more
side
than
of the
one
head.
person,
Oh.
Yeah.
So was that person maybe part of like the robbery part?
possibly. But I think I saw on Twitter that they arrested the second. What's the word I'm looking for? Not
Acquaintance?
Assailant?
suspect.
Suspect,
Yeah.
sure.
Sus-
Assailant?
Suspect in the shooting and robbery. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what his face looks like.
Probably.
I don't know.
Probably pretty red.
Yeah.
Anyway, the things we forgot about last week before we finish up on baseball. Where do these people saying Trade Marte come from?
Twitter.
No, here's
How'd they find their login to Twitter? How about that?
Here's my problem with the majority of the Trade Marte crowd. It's not like what I'm saying, where I'm saying he's the
listen.
best overall player on the team.
Yeah, no,
and I get that. And I think he has value.
they're going,
They
he's
think
lazy.
he sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's keywords for I'm racist. Don't clip that.
Keywords.
Uh,
I don't get it. Like, how do you watch and that's probably the biggest problem is they don't actually watch Pirates.
Yeah.
But how do you watch Pirate games and not
Complain about
appreciate Starling Marte?
Yeah.
he's your best defensive outfielder by far.
Literally
And
leads the
he's
league
one
in
of the
best
only
runs.
people on your team who are above average hitter right now.
Like, I'm not a huge WAR person, but he's on pace to have like the third highest WAR among Pirates since
People-
like the 70s teams.
People just had way too high of
This
expectations.
season?
No, like
Ever.
career WAR.
Yeah.
Oh, career war. I was going to say this season.
People
that
just
was
had way too high
impressive,
of
but yeah.
expectations. Like, he's exceeded expectations from when he was a prospect.
He was the highest he was like the number 75 prospect
Yeah.
in baseball.
Yeah. He's exceeded what Polanco should have been.
That's the like
Polanco
and
was a
understand-
pitcher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Polanco was signed as a 16-year-old pitcher, very skinny, put on weight, became an outfielder, started hitting for power,
Especially last year.
and like built up his own hype.
Remember the picture
Yeah.
of him holding a sledgehammer
on the
and
tire.
sitting
Yeah.
on the tire? It's
See,
like
that's like
got
not-
some of that Nandrolone.
not what bothers me because I get it because I had very high expectations for Polanco too, and
Yeah.
I'd be lying if I said I still didn't have high
Yeah,
expectations.
no, yeah.
But like, I guess what bothers me a little bit about it is the fact that it was like all just himself creating that. Like, it's not like when we signed this guy, it was like this guy's gonna be the next Clemente.
But people were
As some
saying
people,
that.
yeah. After
Yeah.
so after he started to build up his own hype.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing with Marte, it's like I just don't understand where these expectations came from. Like,
I don't know.
I get that he looks like he should be a 20 home run hitter. I don't see like a 35 to 40 home run guy
No.
in him.
No.
He's great in the field.
He
I
might
understand.
hit 30. He could have a 30 home run season.
I mean, I'll take 20.
The most he's ever
Yeah.
hit. The most he's ever hit is 20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying, like, the potential is there. It's just a matter of getting there.
Well, they took the potential out of his arm a couple seasons ago.
But, yeah.
If he played in Colorado,
Yeah.
if he
Word
played in
to DJ
Colorado,
LeMahieu.
he'd be like the best player in the NL probably.
Yeah. I'm still slightly salty about that. DJ LeMahieu. That would have been nice. Him and Melky were the two I was petitioning for, and I got one of them.
Oh, 50%. Kind of wish you would have gotten the other one as much as I've loved Melky because LeMahieu
Yeah.
would be more important.
Dude, he's
For-
batting like 300 and 315, something like that.
Yeah. Plus, he's on
Good.
more than just a 1-year deal.
Yeah. What, 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. I don't get the Marte hate at all.
I'm just done with people in general. Like,
I didn't even hate him when he got caught with roids.
No, I mean that should be very obvious by our Nesbitt interview.
Yeah, true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I can't go on Twitter anymore and talk about the Pirates. It's stupid. People think they know things and they don't.
I don't even like talking about sports in general on Twitter anymore.
I've never, it's just frustrating that nobody ever agrees on anything.
No,
I
and
mean, obviously you want, different opinions. That's great. That's what it's all
Yeah.
about. But,
that's why we have this show.
my God,
Yeah. 'Cause no, the
There's a
problem
crowd for everything.
is everybody feels like they're right, and the fact that they're not face to face to have a conversation and understand what's going on makes them feel like they're glorified and that they can't be wrong.
and you can put anything on Twitter.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said one day if I run for president, my tagline's going to be "Your life doesn't matter."
It really doesn't.
Yeah. People need to realize that. What you think and say does not matter.
I'm gonna make it so on social media you have to put in all your information, actual information.
Oh, yeah.
And anytime you say anything, it shows it.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is this person's actual name.
Also, $20 every tweet.
What?
Hey, it's gonna avoid the stupid.
How much money would I owe? I have.
I don't even want to know.
Don't you have like 120,000? Because
Also-
I have like 100 and something thousand.
132,000.
My account. This is my second account.
You would owe $2,640,000. starts coughing. He can't even think about that.
I'm at 59.1K, and I've had this account since 2012. Wow.
You need 10,000 more tweets and then stop tweeting.
9,000.
69K.
9.9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we can move on now.
Yeah, I would owe 2,440,000. I would owe like 200,000 less than you.
So everyone figure this out. If you're listening, tweet us and let us know how much money you would owe if it was $20
I
for
don't-
each.
Yeah, please.
I have 122,000. So 2,440,000
How long have you had your account?
since September 2011.
I have way less tweets than you. I have I have half the tweets than you do, and I've had my account for a year less than you.
When did I make this one? I had my other one.
I think yours.
I had
think you
Smits the
tweeted-
boy.
Yours. I think
Submits
you
the
had
boy.
it earlier in 2011.
January 11.
Yeah, because I remember you tweeting your Twitterversary or whatever it's called.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't believe I've had this account since 2012. It's insane.
Yeah, I did have one before that. I tweeted like barely anything. I made it like my freshman year of high school.
Anyway, to wrap up with the Pirates,
Tank.
get healthy. See what you can do. If it's still not working, blow it up.
Anyone that's not nailed down.
Even if they are nailed down, blow it up. Like Vasquez.
Sign Bell to a 10-year contract.
No.
and
Look
then
into
trade him.
trading Vasquez.
So
I
Call me crazy. Look into trading him.
No, I would have. Honestly, I thought they should have last year, but then they decided to win 11 games in a row.
yeah. But
Look into anyone that has value. So, and people that don't have value. Pretty much anyone on the team.
Cervelli when he comes back.
also, Brian Reynolds is about to be walked for the second time today, and I'm sad about it.
Which I love Cervelli, and that sucks.
Yeah.
But I want him gone.
Great person.
No, yeah.
He's really. I mean, he bought into Pittsburgh basically from day one.
Bought into us.
Yeah.
Well, we bought.
we bought into him.
I was saying, we bought.
but
He offered. He offered.
great guy. It's so unfortunate, but yeah, like there's no real point to it. Like, why would he come back and take appearances away from Diaz,
Yeah.
who's actually here? And the thing is, too, Diaz isn't young.
How old is he?
Like 28, 29.
Yeah, I think he's 28, 27 or 28.
How old's Jacob Stallings?
27.
Yeah, it's not like their catching duo is like 25 and 24 or something. Like, there you go, Brian Reynolds. 1-0.
Yay.
He is 28
So-
and will turn 29 in November.
Yeah.
Okay.
So next season he'll be 29.
So, it's not like it's some young dude. And I mean, I like Diaz. Like I said, I think I said it on the Wing Bash episode. I am fully fine with him being here, but I think your other catcher has to be more like a 1A
1A,
type.
1B, yeah. Completely agree. Yes, Monty Grandel.
Not your regular run-of-the-mill backup.
Need to fast track Dion.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
He's dealt with a lot of injuries this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a catcher, it's going to
Yeah,
happen, though.
he's actually fallen off their top prospect list for the time being.
Yeah.
But big shout out to Jared who cracked the top 10
I would say he got up to
on their
9.
latest one. Yeah.
Looked at that last night.
But anyway, so jumping into the NHL now, as you could tell by our intro, the Stanley Cup
Gloria.
champions are the
That
St.
sucked.
Louis Blues.
Oh my god.
That sucked.
It honestly
Wasn't even in key.
wasn't. I wasn't really watching the game. I mean, I was streaming and everything, but it's like
I was playing
Once-
Fortnite and I had it on behind me, but then 5 minutes left, I shut off Fortnite and watched it.
once it was over, obviously I didn't feel the exact same way as when like the Pens won, but seeing Boston lose was like the next best thing. Obviously, if it was like the Caps, Flyers, it probably would have been about the same
I would
thing.
say if you're ranking them, I'd say probably like, who would you put first, Caps or Flyers losing, like above?
Flyers.
one another.
Oh,
Flyers.
yeah, absolutely.
Because
Okay.
I think about it the same way as like the Bengals and Ravens. They're two
You respect
division
one.
foes. Yeah, they're two division foes who we go to battle with 2 times every season. Hate each other when we play, but it's completely different with both of those teams off the field, or like when the game ends.
That would
the
be
game
the Ravens
ends.
and Capitals.
The game ends. Yeah, the
That's-
game ends, and the Penguins or not Penguins. The Steelers and Ravens are fine with each other.
Yeah.
That's
The
kind of
Bengals, there's like more extracurricular.
that's kind of how I felt about the
Well, the Bengals are a bunch of
Cardinals and
criminals,
Cubs
but
a couple years ago.
About who?
Cardinals and Cubs.
Mm.
Like Cardinals, I can like actually, like it's like once the game's over, like I can respect them as a team.
Mm-hmm.
Cubs, I just can't stand.
Yeah, and a lot of it has to do with their manager for me.
I hate Joe. Like I'm specifically talking about, was it 2015, the year that plantar fasciitis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Gon got hurt.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that year. I remember thinking about that because I was thinking about how it's similar. I respect the Cardinals and I hate the Cubs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say Flyers, Capitals, but then after that is Bruins next. After those two, of who you'd like to see lose.
Honestly, like, yeah, probably before the like New York teams in the division.
I would say that the next one for me would probably either be the Bruins or the Rangers.
Blackhawks.
The Blackhawks are up there, but they're the first team in the West, for sure.
That's
But I'm thinking like Flyers, Capitals, Bruins.
Oh no, wait, I forgot one. Blue Jackets. I just want to see that franchise fold.
I'll put them after the Bruins. The Bruins come in between the Flyers, Capitals, Bruins, Jackets. New York teams, then Chicago probably. Even over the Hurricanes are in the division. We were talking about that on the way here. I don't know. Until they like
I mean,
Yeah.
I said I wanted them to win the Cup.
Yeah.
Not just beat Boston. Like I wanted them to beat the West teams.
once they beat us in a playoff series, that will change my tone.
Even then, I don't know.
Because I used to like the Packers were my second favorite team, and then they beat the Steelers in the Super Bowl. That was it.
I was a Packers fan
See ya.
when Brett Favre was there.
I really liked like young Aaron. Well, not necessarily young, but
I'll say young. So you like the second string quarterback?
yeah, like the Aaron Rodgers that when he first took over for Brett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Super Bowl, my cousin's family is from Wisconsin, and so they were like texting me the entire time.
Huh.
And then he got an owner's mentality.
It was
Word to
annoying.
AB.
But Ryan O'Reilly wins Conn Smythe. I feel so
Yes.
happy for him.
Yeah.
Like when he was in Buffalo, he said he started to lose his love for hockey.
Yeah, 'cause it's Buffalo. No one likes anything there.
And it's just crazy for like a year later for him to win the Cup and the Conn Smythe.
It's crazy. Less than 6 months after being in last place and wanting to sell everything.
Yeah, that's the worst record for a Stanley Cup winner all time
Yeah.
on January 2nd.
They were in dead last.
Yeah.
Dead last. They wanted to get rid of Tarasenko,
Petrangelo.
Petrangelo, Parayko,
Yeah.
everyone.
Shen. Yeah, they were looking at trading everything.
It's insane.
Fire your
then
coach, get a
Bennington.
goalie.
Bennington and Berube.
Did you know he turned down an ECHL assignment last season? Bennington? Yeah.
Hmm.
Like, he was going to be an ECHL goalie, and they were just like, fuck it, you're playing in the NHL.
Nice.
Yeah. Now he's the next
How do you
Matt
think
Murray.
Jake Allen feels?
Probably not good.
Kind of like Fleury in 16.
Probably worse.
not as
'cause-
good.
Yeah, because Jake Allen was pretty shit.
And so with the Cup wrapping up, the Lightning are the 20 Cup favorites.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. They'll probably be like the favorites every year for the rest of my life,
Oh,
but never
yeah.
win it.
For the
Oh,
rest
yeah.
of my life.
But never win it.
Oh my gosh, look at that picture of Trevor Williams.
What's the one on the left?
Andrew Sopko.
Who?
I think that we kind of talked about like the full list on here, but they had like the Pens. Let's say it's like the 9th best odds, but it was like tied with the Capitals too.
I'm
The
not
Capitals
surprised.
were that low. Yeah.
I think both those teams, their sun is kind of setting.
Well, Penguins don't appear to be trading Kessel now.
No, but
So-
Kessel might trade everyone else.
Kessel might get everybody else traded.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was going to be my question. Is now how do you maneuver that to reconstruct the roster?
If you're trading a forward, I think you look into trading Hornquist, just because of the money.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What?
I said that when he got re-signed. I said that before he got re-signed.
I mean, it was crazy then.
But it was right.
I said to not sign him.
Yeah. What was the other one? Oh, yeah. Just get Jock Johnson off this team.
How? Through buyout or trade? You don't
Anything.
care. You don't care.
Anything.
Yeah, I would hate to attach a draft pick just to get rid of him. I'm sick of doing that.
How? Okay. How do you get Ole Mata and Jack Johnson off the team in the same trade?
I don't think that you can.
I don't think so either. But
I
let's
saw a trade proposal with Mata and a second-round pick
do it. Mm-hmm.
to the Lightning for their first. Do you do that just for cap purposes?
What's their first?
27? No.
No, it's got to be like 22nd or 23rd. It's early 20s.
Yeah, they were like.
So I know this draft, at least at the beginning, is pretty deep, like top 10. I'm not sure after that. I don't know. I'm not a fan of late-round first picks.
Pens with 2 first-rounders, though. Move up.
Capo Caco.
Is that even a thing in hockey?
Yes.
Do teams trade up?
Very rarely, but yes.
I'll say I've like
I mean,
never
you
heard.
can, yeah, like.
Well, yeah, I know. I mean, I know it's a thing.
It's like trades in
but
the
like,
NFL.
Yeah, you just never hear of it.
Yeah.
It's like trading a pick in baseball.
The comp
You
picks.
can't.
I know. It doesn't happen.
You can trade the comp picks now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Why can't you trade picks in baseball?
I feel like
Because there's so many teams in an organization you have to resupply.
that actually became like a topic that I was seeing on Twitter during the draft. Like if you really want to get viewership, make it so you can trade picks.
Yeah. That'd be interesting.
But yeah, like you said,
You'd need
it's
to
a
have to
lot
have
more
a
in
minimum.
depth than just saying we're gonna make them teams be able to trade picks now.
You'd have to be able to have a minimum draft picks required to draft, Because, there are 40 rounds. You trade 30 of those, you're not going to have, a single-A team. It's filled with a bunch of, 30-year-olds.
All right, I liked it.
Just going to have the Washington Wild Things be the single-A team.
I pulled up the cop odds, by the way, for next
Okay.
year.
So
Tampa's first.
Yeah.
Boston and Vegas are tied for second.
Okay.
And then Toronto is third.
Wow.
And then Colorado and St. Louis are tied for fourth. And
Colorado.
You know what I love about this already? Not to stop the conversation. Tampa's first, and Boston was also up there. So even with as high as Toronto was, they're the third best in their division.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, you've got San Jose, Winnipeg, and then you have Washington, Calgary, and Pittsburgh.
Wow, Calgary.
Yeah.
Then after that, it doesn't really matter.
The Leafs are in the same position the Pirates were in 2015. Perpetually, though.
Yeah, I guess. I would say the Cardinals are the Lightning in 15, where the Bruins and the Cubs are the Leafs, but the Cubs beat us.
Yeah.
Shame.
So. But as far as, 3 teams that are all, 3 of the top 4 or 5 teams from the conference all within one division.
Yeah.
I'll give you one guess who's last.
Ottawa?
Yeah.
What about when they signed Carlson back?
Yeah. Still last.
Will they
because he's
jump?
broken.
Will they jump whoever's second to last?
Well, there's 5 teams that are second to last, tied at 66-1.
Hold on.
Canucks?
No.
Oh. Well, I was wrong already.
Red Wings?
Yeah, that's
Coyotes?
one. No.
No.
They're on the rise, baby.
Okay.
Panthers?
No.
No.
Quinville? That already shoots
yeah,
you
that's
all
Quinville. They're going to get Panarin. They're going to get Bob. Yeah.
Rangers?
Yep, that's the second one.
There's no way the Blue Jackets are that low, right?
No.
It's 1-1.
Blue Jackets are, they're in the middle.
Man.
There's 3 more teams.
Ducks?
One of them is the Ducks.
Kings?
One's the Kings, and then there's one more team. East.
Sabres.
No.
Why am I drawing a blank?
Think of the draft order this year. You said Rangers.
Oh, damn it.
Devils.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
That low?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Taylor Hall MVP season.
Wow. I'm putting a bet on them.
Yeah, they're all tied at 66-1.
I'm placing a bet on them right now.
See the dude that on January 2nd he put a $400 bet on the Blues to win the cup and he made $100,000.
Oh wow. Did you get a snap from Cody Coleman last night?
I don't think.
He did. He was playing. I guess he was on FanDuel, and they had a
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I did.
The refundable thing. Yeah,
refundable. What, $400?
something like that.
Yeah, it was like $400 or $500. If you got it wrong, you just refund it.
Mm-hmm.
But
How
if
does
you
that
won, you'd
work?
get
How
the
do they
money.
make money?
Who knows?
I don't know either. Doesn't seem like a
Well,
great business model.
Majority of people, if you win, it goes straight into your account. You just use it on there. You don't cash out.
Yeah, maybe it is not even you can cash out. Maybe it's to play with on there.
That's dumb.
But they also do like free. Yeah, they have like free rolls and stuff
Yeah.
every.
It's funny
Every
because
week.
their whole scheme with online gambling is to get people addicted,
Yeah,
even though it's 1-800 got a problem.
but yeah, the dude was.
It doesn't work for my dad.
The odds were 250-1 that they'd win the cup on January 2nd, and he placed a $400 bet.
Smart man.
Well, now
Yeah.
If I would have known that, I absolutely would have.
I wonder what the odds on the Pirates winning the World Series are.
Let's do it.
Just sounds like a waste of money.
Just put like $5.
$10 wins, however much.
You'll win nothing.
Honestly, I'm done
With the show,
That's it.
with everything.
with your career.
No, I feel like that was a shorter show, huh? Probably about an hour.
No. About an hour, but we had one that was like 44 minutes the other week.
Yeah, true. Well, if you are watching on Twitch, thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that follow. If you're feeling generous, you can hit that subscribe button. Once again, as I announced at the beginning of the show, you guys can head on over and follow Donnie Druin on Twitter. He's the newest member of Around the 412 as we're going to do the Around the 412 Fantasy Football Podcast coming this fall.
Sunday mornings.
We got to work that out. The tough thing with that's going to be he's on the West Coast,
Yeah.
so he's 3 hours behind. So if I wanted to do it, at like 10 a.m. or whatever, it'd be like 7 a.m.
You can suck it up.
And also the fact that I'll be at like half the Steeler games. So
Oh, that's right.
yeah,
Just
So-
move to Pittsburgh, forehead.
he
Five
should.
head.
He should. But anyway, yeah, we'll be in touch with everybody on what's going on with that. Donnie and I have a lot of things to work out,
Yeah.
but
We got plenty of time. We got a couple months.
yeah.
You want to
Um,
hear the teams that are behind the Pirates in odds for the World Series?
Royals.
Yeah. They're
Marlins?
they're tied in last.
Marlins.
Orioles.
Yeah, they're tied in last. All 3 of those are tied in last.
Blue Jays.
Blue Jays are right above them. Tied with one other team.
Wow, we're doing good.
It's not that hard.
Is it the AL?
Yes. We're familiar with the park.
Tigers?
Yeah.
I thought you already said Tigers.
No.
That's all. Yeah, okay.
And then another tier up.
White Sox.
That's 2 tiers up, actually.
Rangers?
There's 2 teams between them.
Mariners.
No, Rangers are right ahead of the Pirates.
Oh. Mariners.
Mariners are in that, and they're tied with another team, NL West.
Reds.
NL West.
Oh, West.
Padres.
Padres?
No,
Diamondbacks?
Giants.
Oh.
And then right above that was the White Sox, like you said. And then Cincinnati, like one of you said. And then the Angels and Oakland. And then the Pittsburgh Pirates
How the hell are the Angels behind the Pirates?
I don't know. But the Pirates are tied with Arizona for
Odds.
Don't
odds.
question it.
And this is like legit
We'll take it.
because Odd Sharks tweeted it out.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
So
Just
yeah,
thought that was fun.
fantasy football show coming your way this fall.
Look at our depression.
Quinn Priester coming your way on the show at some point. before he gets too involved in his Pirates activities. He'll be on to introduce himself
Puppet rubbing the balloons
Pirates.
soon.
Yeah, he'll be on soon to introduce himself to Pirate fans, and we will tweet out that date when it becomes known. Until then, follow us on everything. Subscribe, like, comment if you want. Tweet with us during games if you want, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
It's your fucking birthday. It's a fucking celebration.